getting ready to start the ride at the one portion of the Isar River, and this is where I mounted the iPhone on my bar handle here. So at this portion of the Isar River, I could say that the numbers of people is kind of low, but at some point of the river, you can see there's a cluster of, a group of people. Sometimes will be like walking and so on, but at one point, this is kind of, I would say, is manageable. And then with bicycle, one can always maintain some safe distance in your contact to another person. In the duration of time is quite limited. And one advice for anyone who is kind of newly cycling during winter, I would say, is just to watch out that you have moderate speed, and when cornering, kind of slow down your cycle and just take it slow, I would say, because at some point you can see that sometimes the paths are covered with snow and underneath could be ice, and if let's say one is not that careful, the chances of falling over is quite high. Yeah. And throughout this cycling path, I observed that some spots are really kind of slippery, and my trick is always to kind of see if let's say there is some nice layers of snow, or you can see the small pebbles that could help on the traction. So I would say that back and forth on that particular trip that I was doing today, it was risk-free, or I would say that it was fall-free cycling. Yeah. One beautiful thing of cycling in Lisa is that for every season you see a differences, and I would say that winter sometimes brings the best of it because you can see a blanket of white snow covering the road, the path, and it's actually a totally different feeling. And then the another nice part is that the level of care sometimes that you need to take care when you are cycling on an icy path, and this adds some time to the excitement. Yeah. And it's like you anticipate some risks, and at the same time you also need to be like a bit careful not to get hurt on the day that you're cycling on this particular path here. So making a stop a while at the east, there's quite a number of people. We are avoiding kind of a lot of people that is kind of walking on the other side. So it's like I'm avoiding those crowd. And the sky is today is quite nice with the bluish hues and so on. And I may continue the journey going upstairs and making one big round before I kind of go again. And the distance can be maintained, but somehow need to wear the mask and go here. Fast forwarding this portion just not to make this whole thing boring, but I was just riding with a normal mountain bike, no spike tires, going on a moderate speed. This is still doable, and taking corners one need to take care. Yeah. From this part onwards, I was seeing there's more and more people or crowd on the path that people are walking. The same path is also being shared for cyclists, and I decided to make a U-turn back to a spot where I came from, which is having amount of lesser people on the close vicinity. But it was actually quite good to kind of go out, exercise, and also try to at least maintain a safe distance between each other, and enjoying the beautiful day that came up for the day. Just on the other portion of the Isar River, we have like this small wooden bridge to go across, and there's this small water lane that is reflecting the beautiful trees. What a view, right? So it's time to head home, and picking up my trusty old bike and making a move home. Hope you guys, if you are here, please enjoy the beautiful ride in Munich.